Hello everybody. Today we will see about your steam power plant. So basically the steam power plant is nothing but are the thermal energy used to raise the steam that is used to run steam turbine to produce mechanical energy. And later on this mechanical energy is converted into the electrical energy in a generator. Means with the help of generator. So steam power plants are suitable for large scale production of the electrical power. We know that the steam power plants are producing the half of the total power requirement in India. Means a major part of the electricity generation is comes from the steam power plant. So it acts as a base load of the plant. So some of the selection of the sites for the steam power plant, there are many factors. Important factors are given here, that is availability of fuel. Means the fuel, that is coal. We are using coal to generate the heat or to convert the heat water into the steam in the boiler section. So availability of the fuel should be nearby areas, or should be in large quantity, because we have to run the turbine or thermal whole thermal power plant for year round. So availability of fuel is very much important part for the production of the electricity. Second one is the transportation. Third, availability of water, ash disposal, nature of land. Sixth one, space area, how much space is required. So one by one we will see. As we see that availability of the fuel, 1500 tons of the coal for every year, every 100 megawatt of power produce. This is a requirement of the coal for every 100 megawatt. So we have the 200 megawatt power plant. We can have 100 megawatt. We can have 500 megawatt plant also. So coal requirement is very as per the production. So there should be the sufficient amount of coal for year round production of the electricity. Transportation, transportation should be good, or mainly railway transportation are most suitable for the transportation of the fuel to the working site. So locate a possible to locate site for economical power transmission and fuel transmission. Ropeways or railways are better choices. Availability of water, if we see that steam power plant require high volume of water for use as a feed water, ash handling, and mainly for the condensing. Means we know that various availability and various requirements of the water as per the demand. Means for the steam generation we required water, for ash handling means wet ash handling we required water, and for condensing of the steam which is coming out from the turbine after expansion, we have to condense that steam to again convert into the water, phase change phenomena. So much requirement of the water. So about 50 or 60,000 ton of the water per hour is required for every 100 megawatt power develop. We are dealing with these are requirements are for the every 100 megawatt. Means if the megawatt production is increases, means requirement of water is also increases. So high volume of water source should be available near the steam power plant. Ash disposal, generally steam power plants are produces 20 to 30% of the coal which is burned in the boiler produces the ash. The ash means if you burning so much tons of the fuel, we producing the so much tons of thousand tons, several tons of ash in a single day. So sites should have the proper disposal of the ash. As we know that the ash disposal having two type: dry ash disposal and wet ash disposal. Nature of land, good bearing capacity should be there in the land to support the huge structure for the thermal power plant, and the dynamic forces which is generated during the operating conditions. Space area, that is this is also the important. Steam power plants need the maximum space area all over the plant, because we know coal handling system is there, ash handling system is there, actual plant is there, and coal storage plant is there, transportation transformers are there, transmission lines are there, so many buildings are there, operating buildings, cooling towers are there, so many things are there in single thermal power plant. So we required much more area. So about 500 acre land is necessary for every 100 megawatt plant. Now we will see the basic layout of the thermal power plant. Here we can say thermal power plant or steam power plant of the thermal power. So here we can say there is a sump from the feed water, from where we can get the feed water to feed the water in the boiler for generating the steam. Second portion is there for after feeding the water we require the coal, means to generate the heat. So coal handling plant, coal storage plants are also there. You can see here topmost side coal storage, pulverization, and coal handling system is attached with the coal storage system. So many things are there. Boiler furnace is available there, superheater is available there, and beside attaching to this boiler there is also the ash handling system also there. So ash handling system should be there. It is given in the middle of the diagram. Ash to the sump, and that after that this is transported to the sump where it is disposed. So from boiler the steam is generated with the help of water, then that steam is uh, by flowing through the superheater is converted into superheated steam, and then goes to the turbine where it turbines rotates with the help of steam, means steam is expanded in the turbine, and then turbine starts rotate, means your heat energy of the steam is converted into the mechanical energy by the rotation of the turbine. Later on that turbine is connected with the generator where that mechanical energy of the rotation of the turbine is converted into the electrical energy with the help of generator. So this is one system. After expansion the steam coming out from the turbine, it is having the low pressure, but still it is a steam. So it goes through the condenser where another system is cooling towers, and cooling systems are required attached to the condenser where phase change phenomenon is happen, and the heat is carried away by the cooling water that is connected to the cooling tower, and the steam the water steam condense into the water, and then it is recirculated to the with the help of economizer where your accessories is there. With the help of heat pump it is again supplied to the as a backup water to the boiler. So cooling tower condenser, the hot water cold water is coming out from the pump and taking the heat from the condenser and going to the cooling tower. So cooling tower having many types: direct contact type, indirect contact type, where it lost the heat with the help of air, uh, flowing air which carries the heat from this water, hot water, and then again this water temperature goes down, and again that water is used for the again circulation cooling purpose in the condenser. So it is a closed cycle. Another is also the closed cycle. See, this is a basic of your thermal power plant. So mainly important parts are there: boiler, coal storage system, ash handling system, feed water system, turbine for generating mechanical work, generator for generating electrical work, and generator output is connected to the transmission lines and transformers where energy is electrical energy is stored and supplied. Condenser system and cooling towers for cooling purpose of the steam which is coming out from the turbine. So this is all about your thermal power plant of the site selection and basic layout of the operation of the thermal power plant. Thank you.